Okay, so again, looking at our final copy, okay, we now are going to start to draw the lines. And the rule for this project is that every triangle has to have a set of lines in it, and there has to be 20 lines going across the top, going up and down. But inside the triangles, you can use horizontal lines, you can use vertical lines, you can use rays that are branching out from one vertice of the triangle, or you can use rounded lines, but they have to be lines. Okay, so that is the rule for this project. Now let's start by drawing the lines across the sky. So to do this, I like to go to the points of the triangle first. And remember, there's going to be a requirement of 20 lines across the top. So I like to start by dividing this into sections. So I go to the top of my triangle right here, and I'm going to draw one line up and down from the point of that triangle. Then I'm going to go to my little triangle over here, and I'm going to do the same thing, up and down like that. Then I'm going to go to my point of this triangle right here, and I'm going to go up and down. Okay, so now I have 4 sections. It's easier to break it up. So if I want to, I mean, they're not the same size, so there's a little bit of play here. We're not measuring, okay? So you also have to keep that in mind. But on average, this probably is going to get 4, this will get 5, and then this will probably just get 1. So let's start by working our way across. So I know my first section is going to get 4 lines, so I'm going to do 1, move over a little bit, 2, and then let's see, 3. So there's 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, looks about right. Now I'm going to aim for 4 more. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to hit that point there. 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have to get a few more. Okay, so I've drawn my lines. They're at random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I've got some big sections here. And remember, the goal is to have 20. So I'm going to go back to those big sections and draw a line down the center of them. Okay, they do not have to be equal. I just find this is kind of an easy way to eyeball. And there we go. Okay. Just the easiest way to eyeball, how to do it. Again, I've got thinner, bigger, really doesn't matter, but I hit my quota. All right, so now I'm going to draw the lines inside the triangles. I'm going to start because I have vertical lines going on the top. I'm going to start and not have any vertical lines on the triangles that touch the top to give it that different texture. So I'm going to start off with horizontal lines on this triangle, and I'm actually going to angle them to go in the direction that the triangle is going. So I literally just make a line, move down, make a line, move down. Does not have to line up with anything. Make a line, move down. Okay. Again, this is just freehanding it. There's no real reason to do it any other way than this, just easy. Okay, now for this one I'm going to do let's do a curved line, and I'm going to line them up with the lines that I've already drawn. They don't have to line up, but since they are, why not? This is a lot like the optical illusion project that we did the other day, so now I've got both of those done. For this guy, I'm going to do all of my lines stemming from this one point. So got one, and I rotate my ruler one, rotate my ruler again. Okay, maybe I want to fill this guy in, make it a little thinner. So all of my lines are going to originate from that point. And then for this guy, I'm just going to go straight up and down. So I was on a diagonal here. This time, I'm just going to go straight up and down. So draw a line, move down, draw a line, move down, line, move down. If you happen to hit that corner of that triangle, great. If you don't, no worries. Line, move down, down, down. Here we go. All the way to the bottom of my triangle. Okay, so again, these are vertical. I didn't want any vertical lines on these top peaks. So for this guy, I'm gonna go at an angle again. This time I am gonna match it up with the lines that I've already drawn on that to give it that three-dimensional effect when I color it in. Also just makes it a little bit faster if I'm lining it up with the lines I've already drawn. Okay?
Yeah,
and then I've got this going down like that. Okay? Now I can go ahead and draw some horizontal lines. So I'm going to go back to my first triangle. And I'm going to go across, up and down. Okay. And then maybe I go here and I do the opposite of what I have up here, and I'm going to do curved lines going in the opposite direction. That's kind of a fun optical illusion. Let's do another ray on this guy. So we're going to go down from this point and then fan outwards. And then fan back in the opposite direction, always going back to the point of my triangle. Okay. And again, I'm going to do some horizontal lines here. It's really just at your discretion. You can put whatever combination you want in your triangle, as long as it's not the same as what is next to it. You want to vary that pattern, okay? And just make sure that each triangle is a little bit unique to the ones that are around it. And no precise ruler measurements are needed. You're just using the ruler, okay? All right, so I did vertical here, fan here, so maybe I want to do horizontal here. Keep going down. Okay. I've got a few more triangles left. I've got this one left. I'm gonna just, this one I'm gonna do a ray because it's a very tiny triangle, so it'll just be easier to do that. And then, let's see here, let's go and do a vertical again. So maybe I make these a little bit wider than I did to kind of vary the pattern. Make this one super wide. And then here I'll do another diagonal. Coming from that center point. So big wide, and then let's do a curve on this bottom part. So I've got this curve here, curve. And then let's do horizontal here, which I do have a horizontal next to a horizontal, but they are not matching up, so that is okay. And they'll be different colors, so breaking my own rule, but I like it. I'm going to go with it. All right, I'm going to go down. And then my last one here, let's do vertical. Let's do diagonal, because that is something we haven't done in a while. So we're going to go diagonal, 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 down. Okay. And now we have drawn all of our lines. All right, go on to part 3 for the coloring section.